What is up? It is your boy Matt Turner back again with another video, and today I have gotten a lot of questions on this topic. I wasn't originally intending on making this video, so yeah, but then I got a lot of questions on IG and Reddit, so I said, you know what the hell, just gonna go ahead and make this video so that I don't have to keep retyping out this long ass paragraph for everybody. But today I will be going over my routine, macros, and really just about everything that I'm currently doing fitness wise for reaching my goal of getting to 15% body fat. Just quickly to start out, for those of you who don't know, I have an Instagram page where I post daily inspirational pictures of me currently on my journey, just to kind of get people motivated to either continue their fitness journey or to start their fitness journey. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at Morgan7551. So yeah, go hit me up, follow me, like some of my pictures, share it with people. If you haven't already, subscribe to this to my YouTube channel, hit the bell notification so you can stay up to date on when I post videos. I try to post at least once or twice every single week, and because I've gotten a lot of requests for it, I'm trying to put out more fitness content. And in the future, I will be doing collabs with other channels, so you definitely want to be in tune for that. But yes, let's get right into it. So some background information for those of you who have been on my channel for quite a while and have followed my fitness journey and followed me on Instagram and everything like that. You know that when I first started, I was 200 pounds. I'll post a video right there. That was the heaviest that I had ever weighed. And when I started testosterone, my weight just kept increasing because I was bulking, and I took my bulk way too far, and I didn't have an understanding of nutrition or doing proper cardio. Like, I knew I needed to do cardio, but I wasn't serious about it. But I one day just woke up and was like, this is not where I want to be at all right now. I want to be lean, I want to have muscles, and if I want that, I have to get serious. So I started doing more cardio. I started watching Greg Doucette's video, tracking tracking calories. I put a deficit into it, and before top surgery, which happened on February 16th, I had gone from 200 to 170, 175-ish. Top surgery took off about 5 pounds, and then after that I was roughly in the upper 160s. But yes, my goal right now is to get to 15% body fat, just because I want to get lean, and then I plan to have a maintenance phase, and then I plan to bulk right after that. So what am I currently doing for strength training or workouts? I am currently doing Jim Welder's 531 program. If you want to go see that, you can go ahead to r/fitness. They have a spreadsheet. Or if you want to support Jim Welder, just go buy the books. Very good content. It is very well known, very reputable. That was the mistake that I made early on in my fitness journey, was that I was just doing a workout routine that I put together, and while it was working for me at the time, it is no longer optimizing my potential. So that's why I switched from doing that to the 531 program. And so far, I have nothing but good things to say about it. I absolutely love it. I'm doing deadlifts. I've said it before, my volume has increased by anywhere from 9,000 to 10,000, depending on what workouts I'm doing. Basically, if I'm doing like 2 back accessory exercises, or if I'm just doing 1, that really kind of puts that extra like 9K on there, obviously. So yes, that is what I'm doing. If you don't know, I work out 3 times a day. So the program that I'm doing specifically on r/fitness is called the 531 Beginners Template. The original 531 template is a 4-day a 4-day split. However, I prefer doing 3 days because that's what my time allows, and it just helps break things up, considering that I like doing my cardio specifically on Tuesday, Thursdays. And then I do full body, which was what I was originally doing. So I'm just trying to do a smooth transition from doing my old full body into a better optimized full body workout plan that kind of still keeps all of my time restrictions in order. So if you don't know, 531 uses a percentage progression of basically you go from 40% of your training max to 90%. Usually 90 is the highest you will do for your as many reps as possible set. And so, like I've said before in a few past videos, I did not take that into account when making my original template. I was just doing linear progression, which is basically overloading, which is good if you are a beginner because you will be able to basically just always be making gains in the beginning, but eventually you will taper off and you will have to do something a little bit more smart in your training. Because you cannot just keep stacking on weight or increasing reps, and eventually you'll get to where I did, which is I got to 150 and that for my bench press, and that was the max I could for what I hit my plateau, and that was all I could do. Right now I am working up my 1 rep max. As of right now is relatively around 155, so I've already increased that by like 5 pounds. But yes, I'm really loving it. I am seeing a lot of strength gains. I'm doing deadlifts, form, technique. All of that is getting exactly where I want it, so that once I'm done with my cut, I will have really good technique and form down pat, and I'll know what to do so that I can switch to a more hypertrophy training style with the 531 program later on. So when it comes to my weight loss journey though, what I'm doing for my diet, and this is where everything really kind of begins to solidify. My diet was originally just counting macros. Keep saying macros, counting calories. I was doing, in the beginning of my journey, I was doing an extreme amount of deficit, to be quite frank. I was taking in 1,200 calories, maybe 1,300 calories. That lasted for a while, and then I plateaued, and after top surgery, I just increased my calories to 1,500 just because I needed the extra calories for recovery. And at 1,200 calories, I was no longer seeing any more weight loss. And once you get to 1,200 calories, if you can't lose weight below that, that's already a pretty extreme deficit for someone of my size. I'm 5'8" and like on testosterone, so if I can't lose more weight at 1,200 calories, something is going wrong. So after that, I went back up to 1,500 and basically I was kind of at a maintenance phase. I wasn't exactly at maintenance. Right now I'm estimating my maintenance to be somewhere around 12,000, not 12,000, 2,000, 2K, sorry. My maintenance is around 2K, maybe even a little bit higher than that. So when I wasn't really kind of getting anywhere with the 1,500, I was like, oh, okay, something else needs to change. And so from that, I went from counting macros, counting calories isn't just doing anything anymore. Let's actually take a look at my macros, because I knew for a fact that my protein intake in terms of macros and my weight size was nowhere near what it needed to be. I was definitely below 120 grams per day, a lot, which is debatable on whether that is enough to sustain muscle mass. I personally didn't think that it was doing me much in sustaining muscle mass. And so I started watching a lot of Mike Isertel's videos. If you haven't already, please go watch Renaissance Periodization. They have a great YouTube channel. Here's how they connect. Because I was watching Mike Isertel, I went back and I looked at my macros. And my macros were nowhere near what they needed to be quite frank. I definitely was not taking in enough fats, and I was definitely eating more carbs than I needed to, and my protein I already knew was jacked up to the floor and beyond. So I got that in order, and basically, so just a quick rundown. Right now, my protein, I am taking in 155 grams every single day of protein, which equates almost about 1 gram per pound of body weight. It's a little bit closer to maybe 0.8, 0.9. If you want to do 1 gram per pound of body weight, you can absolutely, but after that, there's been evidence that there's no benefit of actually doing that. Generally getting anywhere between 0.5, 0.75 to 0.9 to, well, 1 gram is going to be your most ideal. However, since I was already so low, I just said, you know what? F it, I'm just gonna do the 1 gram, and it's working for me. When it comes to fitness, of course, always do what works for you. Test things out, try different things. If you've never tried 1 gram, try 1 gram. You never know, it may actually give you more gains, or you'll find out, hey, I absolutely cannot run off of 1 gram. So there's definitely that. So that's my protein. Fats, I am sticking with the standard 0.3 to 0.5 per pound for fats. So I'm taking in roughly around 45 grams every single day. And then the really tricky part about my current diet is my carbs. So my carbs fluctuate because the app that I'm using to track all of my carbs and everything like that is through Renaissance Periodization. If you haven't already, go check it out. They got a 2-week free trial. I love it so far. I might do a review on it. There are a few things that I hate about it, but nothing like extreme. So for instance, my carbs on days that I actually lift heavy weights and I work out about 3 hours per day, I am taking in roughly 195 grams of carbs. And then on days when I'm just doing cardio, I do cardio for 2 hours. So Tuesday and Thursday, I'm taking in 150 grams. And then on my weekends, when I'm just completely sedentary, like I don't do anything, I literally, like my rest days, my weekends are literal rest days. Like I am not moving. But that's by choice and because I'm actually genuinely a pretty lazy person. So yes, on my weekend days, I'm actually only taking in 80 grams of carbs. So as you can see, the way they fluctuated all of the things is that they took carbs from my weekends to put them more towards the actual heavy days when I need them. And then, so like my weightlifting days and my cardio days, so that the days when I'm not really doing anything, I don't need that much. Now, speaking on cardio, the other thing that I'm doing, because if you look at my diet, it's not doing exactly, or you count up my macros, it's not exactly 1500. It's somewhere very, very close to 1650, something in that area. Definitely nowhere above 1700. It is not exactly a 500 deficit. So what I do in addition to my actual calories is my cardio, which I've mentioned multiple times before. On weightlifting days, I do 1 hour of cardio after my lifts, and then on non-lift days, I do 2 hours of cardio. I'm not doing a lot. I'm literally just doing an incline, and I'm literally walking. I'm walking at like a 3.0 pace. I'm not doing anything fast. If by whatever chance I just, decide, hey, I'm really feeling it, I'm gonna do some runnings, then that's literally the only time I ever do that. But I do not personally enjoy really intense like cardio. I'll do it sometimes if I get the mood, like I just said, but it's not absolutely necessary, especially since my entire point of this journey right now is to maintain as much muscle mass as possible. I don't want to do super intense cardio because that does have some correlation with muscle retention. So I'm just doing walking, just walking. Now, one thing that I do want to give an honorable mention to, because this was something that was really fucking up my diet beforehand, cheat days. And in addition to cheat days, drinking alcohol. Not too many go over this because, I don't know, everybody likes to have fun, and it's fun to think that as like some fitness person you get to drink alcohol like all the time because you're so big, so you're burning, you know, like a ton of calories, which makes sense if you're in a bulking phase. But considering that I'm currently trying to lose weight, alcohol is directly in the opposite direction of what I want to do. That was also something, alcohol consumption was also something that was holding me back very much on my original weight loss journey, because I told myself it's the weekend, I can allow myself a little bit more calories, and then you know the story, how it goes. One drink turns into three turns into 5, and then the next thing you know, the 2,000 calories that you just burned, it completely disappears. So right now what I'm doing is I follow my diet completely through the entire week. Snacking is held to a very minimum, as much as I possibly can. There were some apple turnovers. If you follow me on Instagram again, you know I made a post about this. I did eat one of those apple turnovers, but for all intents and purposes, I have only had 3 snacks in like the past, like, what, 2 weeks of my current weight loss journey since starting my new diet. So I'm keeping cheats and snacking as low as possible. Usually if I snack, it's because I'm hungry, and so that tells me, hey, maybe I should move my meal time a little bit earlier. Just go ahead and eat, because after I eat, I'm not gonna want that apple turnover. Or better yet, I just get it out of sight. Best way to not cheat, get whatever makes you want to cheat out of sight, out of mind. But alcohol, specifically alcohol, I do allow myself alcohol, but there is a catch. I calculate whatever alcohol that I'm going to drink into my carbs that I would have originally already had. So this means I am sacrificing whatever I would have had at one meal in order to drink alcohol at a later time. Should you do this? No, not really, because what a lot of people don't understand about alcohol is that your body has to take away its focus from burning fat to deconstructing the alcohol that you put into your system. So you are losing a little bit of time in burning fat to drink that alcohol. Now, what I do is, in addition to counting it into my calories, I usually give myself a limit of only 2 drinks. And if you haven't already, and you cannot moderate alcohol consumption, please, if you mix your alcohol, use diet drinks. That was the biggest lifesaver. I'm pretty sure if I hadn't been using diet drinks like Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, Coke Zero, Coke, Diet Dr. Pepper, all of those things when I was drinking before my diet change, I would have definitely gained way more weight than I actually did. But because the diet is 0 calories, it helped minimize the effect of the alcohol consumption. So yes, if you are not already doing it, switch to diet drinks. Please switch to diet drinks. They are not that bad. I know some people are really worried about aspartame. You gotta pick which one do you want more, which one fitness does come with a lot of sacrifices and a lot of health things. So I've always said, fitness, being healthy and being fit, like physically attractive, the way people love thinking the normal physical attractiveness is, being lean, being cut, all of that thing, they are not one and the same. They have the potential to overlap, but you can be fit and not be healthy, and you can be healthy and not be fit. So just know those two things are very, very different. I am willing to sacrifice a few things of being healthy because I already have a few bad habits, such as smoking. So if that tells you anything, yes, that I'm certainly willing to sacrifice a few things. And aspartame personally is very small on that list. So I definitely will drink anything with aspartame in it. I use Splenda, the Diet Coke. I actually really hate Coke Zero. I don't think it tastes as good as Diet Coke. But right now I am really, really hooked on Diet Pepsi. But anyways, another thing that I should probably also mention that kind of goes with, you know, tracking my weight and everything like that is before I was not tracking salt consumption. So for those of you who don't know, having a lot of salt and then drinking a lot of water and then having salt and water will lead you to bloating, which can make it very, very difficult to track your body weight because it is going to be fluctuating up and down, and even if you average that out, you won't get an accurate number. So what I started doing was, one of the things that I did not realize throughout this entire time is that the Mios that I drink, if you know me, I drink a lot of Mios. I've posted about them in the past on Instagram. The Mio flavoring squirts, some of them do have sodium in them, and if you're like me and you actually like really flavorful drinks, you are not about to just squirt one little thing of Mio. You are going to take about 3 or 4 squirts, and eventually when you're having, you know, 4 or 5 bottles and you're putting 3 to 5 squirts in there, that sodium can very quickly begin to add up. So what I did was I just started tracking my sodium, especially since some of the seasonings that I use that are pre-mixed already have salt in them. So I kind of just took a little hint from Mike Isertel again. Great stuff. Is I just started, you know, minimizing how many shakes of like Lori's I do. So I started doing just like 1 sprinkle, and that was what I did constantly, which kind of gives me a baseline of, oh, this is where my sodium is, this is like how much water I am taking in and everything like that. The other thing that I did was that I cut out, or I tried to decrease utilizing the Mios that have sodium in them. From what I've noticed, all of the ones in the black wrappers, the ones that come with the extra vitamins, usually are the ones that have about the 10 milligrams of sodium in them. It's not a lot. If you like aren't like me and you don't squirt, you know, multiple things in there, you're probably fine. But I do, so I just kind of cut those out, which sucks because some of them are good flavors. But there are other flavors that I really like the fruit punch version. Just quick shout out to Mio Fruit Punch. So I started doing that. That way I don't have to worry about the sodium from that, and I only have to worry about the sodium that I put on my food. And this helped to level out my body weight. So as soon as I actually did this, my body weight A dropped because I lost a lot of the bloating, and then B started to be very, very consistent. So I was actually able to track my body weight more accurately. For those of you who want to know, I started at 166.4 something, and currently I weighed in this morning at 162, and my goal weight is 156. So I'm about 7 pounds away from my goal already. So yes, guys, that is a quick rundown of what I do for my routine. That is what I do for my cardio. That is my diet. Again, I have gotten a lot of questions on this, so I did just want to share it with you guys. So far, I am loving the Renaissance Periodization app. It's absolutely amazing. I was tracking macros for like a day, old-fashioned pen and paper style, and I was like, I can't do this. And I hated my Fitness Pal, so I was like, can't do it. I think personally it is definitely worth the $14.99 a month, and I definitely do plan to switch to their subscription just because I'm already seeing good results. But then again, even Mike will tell you the results that I'm getting, you do not have to use the app. You can definitely do all of these things without the Renaissance periodization app, but I did just want to give that little plug for them because I love what they're doing. If you haven't already, like this video, share it with somebody who, I don't know, needs some inspiration on their fitness channel or fitness goals or whatnot. Follow me on Instagram at Morgan7551 if you just want to see cool pics or you want to see where I currently am on my fitness journey. Definitely, as this video ages, I hope that I look completely different. So if you are watching this in the future, definitely go check out my Instagram page. Hopefully I have some amazing changes. Again, subscribe, hit the bell notification button so you can stay up to date on when I post videos. And you guys, it is your boy, as you know, Matt Turner, and I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a great morning, evening, day, or night, wherever you are, and I will see you later.